And welcome to Sunday's show, and my name is Gail Moffat, and I have an unusual channel because it's where I am able to connect to God and to many of the saints, Jesus and Mother Mary, and so they asked me to set up a YouTube channel and go public with it, and so here I am with their words. And what I would like to say is, first of all, we've got God here waiting to talk. But before I go to God, I just want to talk about last Thursday's video that I did. It was all about Noah and the ark and God's version of events and how God felt about that situation. And I think it's absolutely fascinating. Sadly, I had a bit of a busy week last week and I was unable to place it on all the sites that I normally do. So if you haven't watched it, go to YouTube and check it out, because it really is an interesting video. But anyway, moving along, I know that we have God waiting. And by the way, don't forget to subscribe so that you won't miss them if I don't place them on the usual sites that I have been doing so. So anyway, God is here, and he is saying to me that he is rather excited about today's video, because he feels that this will give an explanation of his existence and an understanding of what he is all about. And he feels that this is vital for moving forward, vital for your understanding, so that you can be abreast of what he is all about. And he says that as you know, I decided to create all of the creation that you can see around you, the earth, that I created, and all the animals and everything that is living, and of course mankind I created. And this creation, he says, particularly mankind, is very, very dear to his heart. Because the reason why it is dear to his heart is because where he resided prior to creating all of earth, it was a place that had a mixture of people and a mixture of evolvement. And he knew that in this creation, he wanted to create a being, in other words, man. He wanted to create man so that they would excel in beyond what he was used to. He wanted man to be the best he wants man to be the best that he can possibly witness. And he knows that the only way forward is to be able to assist man in every step of the way. And that is why that your lives are observed and your lives are helped and guided from relatives, and also from guides that you perhaps don't know. But nevertheless, you are guided. You are guided to succeed in your life. And this is always his objective. He said, sadly, there are times when people don't succeed in their lives, and he is always concerned about those people, because if they are left to their own devices, they may create a situation where it is more negative or more damaging for them or for other people. In these circumstances, he will always look to pull those people back and shorten their lives so that they are able to come back to his world and be given all the guidance from his world of where they have gone wrong and what they need to reconsider and what they need to do in order to create a life for them which is then possibly in the light. And he says that he will not stop, he will not tire of this objective of always attempting to help mankind become better and better and better. He's also saying that, and he's wanting to talk about myself because he's mentioning my name, and he says that with Gail, I have decided that I will be continuing to speak my words through her, and as you go through, I will be making more and more revelations of what my objectives are and of what I want for mankind. And he feels that this new way of doing things, this new way of him being transparent and him coming forward, he feels that this is the only way for man to embrace his world and embrace their own spirituality and bring love to their hearts. For he says that the only way to be in life is from your heart. If you live from your heart and you die from your heart, then you will always be in the light. And if you have the light around you, then you are always welcome in my kingdom, close to me. And he says that is his objective, that as one person steps into the light and becomes permanently in the light, and then the next person steps into the light and becomes permanently light, and so on and so forth, they will all be joined together in my kingdom. It brings him great satisfaction to be able to express his words and express his thoughts to all of you that are listening. For he feels that this expression of truth is an expression that has to be spoken and has to be given to as many people as possible. He wants to thank you from the bottom of his heart for embracing his words and listening to his words, for he feels this is the only way forward. And the more people that listen to his words, he feels will be the better, because this is the beginnings of a changing world that will understand that life is only about being in the light and only being loving and good to each other. And so he wants to raise my hands together and he bows my head. It is my greatest wish that as we move forward, that people understand that life is a way forward to be in the light. And we have choices in our lives that we can either operate in the darkness or we can live in the light. But it is my wish that my world stands by each and every single person that exists, guides them towards the light, and shows them that there is only one way forward, to be in the light. It is my wish that as we also move forward, that I continue to speak my words through Gail, and that people understand that Gail's words are not Gail's words, they are mine. They are mine from my kingdom, my words that I wish to give to as many people as possible. And back to Gail. So this is quite interesting in a way, because the reason why I find it interesting is he's really talking about his need to get his words out and to express what he thinks, express not only what he thinks, but also where he feels we are lacking in information, or sort of he's trying to give us a transparency. And I love that about God, because it's really, all these videos have been very enlightening and informative. And so thank you for watching, and see you on Thursday. Okay, goodbye.